What are we doing here, sir? Sir, what are we doing here?
In today's art class, we will be doing line drawings of each other.
Should hood on or off? What do you reckon?
Hood off, otherwise you give me like a Darth Vader, like Luke vibe.
I'm actually pumped for this.
I am terrible at art. Like I'm just awful at it.
Hey, don't
so
say
this
that.
is I just want you to know, whatever I draw of you is not an actual representation of you.
Thank you. I
Like
appreciate
you will
it.
look far better than this.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't.
Wait, hang on. So it looks like you.
I love Sharpies. We
No, I
weren't,
can't
we
look
weren't
at
allowed
the thing.
Sharpies in my class.
Like art
At
class.
school, yeah.
Okay.
Because
So you like
Well,
that?
because people would steal them and then tag. I'm doing a beard now. Can
Oh,
you hear
really?
it? Yeah, can you hear that?
High school.
Yeah. What
Let's hear
about
it. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. What was I like?
What was high school like?
I ended up having an okay time. I wasn't myself though. I was like a really sensitive, like quite shy kid when I was younger.
Right.
And I hid that a lot by becoming like the jokester, and like just like learning, how to do banter and stuff like that. Terrible at sport. So terrible at sport. Hated the beep tests.
Yes.
Drama kid. Yeah. What about you?
Not a kid that liked drama. You liked being a part of the drama class.
Drama class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got good, important
Yeah, important stuff to know. Yeah, yeah. What about you?
I hated school. And so I'd class clown, I'd muck around, I'd
Yeah.
wag,
Yeah.
I'd go home.
You wagged.
Oh yeah, felt like I just didn't belong. And so I think a lot of it came out of the fact that like when I went to high school, I didn't go to the same school as like my primary school friends. And then at the end of year 9, like my family moved house. And so I moved like 40 minutes away. And yeah, I come back, I started a new school basically at the start of year 10.
It's a hard time to come in. Because
And
everyone's friendships are already established and stuff.
Yeah, and maybe they've known each other since since primary school as well. True. So you go like, good luck cracking into like that.
Yeah.
And then obviously being different, like visibly different, it's just an easy target. Like as I said, I think in reflection, I get to learn of like, there were people, even in those times, there were like teachers that were like, hey, like, I'm really here to help you and support you to get to where you want to go. I didn't know what I wanted, but I get to reflect on that and be really thankful for those that were at least trying.
Yeah.
Because I think that sometimes we get a bit lost in that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, no one's here or whatever. It's like, actually, there were heaps.
I think actually what was interesting for me was realizing that like that whole thing of like hurt people. Like I got bullied, or ostracized or made to feel different, because I was a bit more of a sensitive person. But then like from that happening, I was like, okay, great. Like the way that I can feel better about myself is like, I'm going to tease other people. And I think like, so I kind of had this perception, I think for a long time that I was this like hard done by sensitive, like just nice person. And then, upon reflection, I went, oh, actually, there would be some people that wouldn't necessarily have that perception of me. Well, that was a big thing to learn for me around high school. Just that cycle of like, okay, I'm getting teased, I'm going to tease him, and then he's going to tease another person, and it just kind of all goes around and stuff like that.
Did you think that the teasing was like a level of banter that went too far?
100%. Like I can actually remember specifically one time, my friend Andy, and I would have been in like year 8, where like the only way that we really communicated with each other was with banter.
Right.
But one day he was just like, he just kept going at me. I can't even remember what it was. And then I had this whole moment where I remember I was in the hallway, like school hallway, and I cried. And I was like, do you even want to be my friend? And then he was like, yeah. Like, of course, what do you mean? Like he was just like, he was surprised that I was having an emotional reaction, but I think neither of us actually knew how to even tell each other that we were like good mates. It exhausted me, but I didn't know that there was another way to do it, I think it was only after high school that I was like, oh wow, I can actually build friendships by having honest conversation without having to make a joke every 2 seconds.
Yeah, when I started the new school in like year 10, well, I'd been there for a very short amount of time, but I was the easy target. And partway through that year, a new student came along, and this young man was just new and just copped like everything from everyone. And I remember even piling in.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if they're doing it, I'm gonna pile in on this.
Yeah.
And so much so that this young man would like open his house, like his family's house, like invite people to just come along.
Yeah.
And like just wanted to be a part, like just wanted to like people to accept who he was. yeah, unfortunately, like the banter went so far that he didn't see any other way out and took his own life. And in the moment, in the period of time, it was like I didn't accept it for what it was. But as I've gotten older, I've gone, oh man, like maybe I contributed to that. And so hurt people. Yeah, I was like hurt and damaged by what they said about me. And I just wanted to like deflect it in any way I could.
Yeah.
But the impact was that, I was a part of that. And there's like that guilt. You know, even if in that moment I felt like there was no other coping mechanism, there always is another way for if someone's bullying you, like I didn't need to deflect that to anyone else. Hurt people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. Like, I think actually what a lot of the boys are dealing with in class and like at school is the same as when I was in high school, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel for them because I didn't know my idea of what being a man was, I was like, I was never gonna reach that. I was never gonna reach this idea of masculinity that was just killing me. It was just killing me, this version of myself that I felt like I should have been, or I should be aspiring to be, that I just felt like I could never touch, you know? And I see the boys struggling with that.
You know, I think I'm seeing more extreme lenses of these things because I think social media is putting that pressure on.
100%, especially around body stuff as well. Seeing what they're actually being exposed to now, and like all these young boys, like the pressure they're putting themselves to like be like, go to the gym and get big and stuff like that was just not a thing. That's something that's different. I think that has shifted. Like, and that would have been so like damaging for me, I think, like putting that extra pressure on myself to like, for my body to look in a particular way.
I've seen that rise. Even boys just like doing push-ups.
Yeah, totally.
Like the flex of like, oh, I can do 10, one hand, you know, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing that.
No, it was sporty, but it wasn't like that specific.
And I think it's just amplified this.
And it's not realistic, you know?
No.
It's like everything we're seeing is just like, it's manipulated and it's lighting and it's all this kind of thing, and it's just these unrealistic expectations of just being like, man, everybody looks different.
Art class is coming to an end.
Oh.
Please present your pictures.
So I started with the head, which
Okay.
again was very circular.
Yeah.
And it's not represented. Your nose is here.
Yep.
That's your mouth with your teeth.
Yep.
Perfect teeth. Like perfect teeth.
I'll hold it up so we can compare.
But somehow your mouth is close to your eyes than everything else.
You ready? Yeah. I'm honored.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Holy shit. Okay.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that I quite enjoy.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, look, there's a Picasso kind of thing going on here. This was me trying to get your beautiful ringlets.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And beard here. That was me trying to get a cap, but it's intersected with your eyes,
Okay, that
obviously.
happens. Yeah, that happens.
What have we got on the other side? Oh, this is, yeah, there you go.
Oh my word.
So I tried to get your kind of square kind of jaw there. Hair on the side.
Oh my word.
Kind of devilish, kind of cheeky little glint in the eye.
Oh.
I don't know if you can get that on camera right now. Fantastic. But the one that I'm proud of.
Oh.
Ready for the reveal?
Wow. Wow.
What do you think?
Wow. Can I get clarification?
Yeah.
That's not a blood drawing.
No. Thanks, that was incredible.
That was, wow, thank you. Teacher, did you
Art
give us,
class.
can I get a score from our teacher, please?
Yeah.
James
Yeah.
gets a C.
Oh.
Still passed.
For crap?
Still passed.
And Darcy gets an F because they cheated and actually drew a real drawing.
I'm out of here.
To be fair, to be real though, it's really good.
I'm done.
That's good.